Hi everyone, my name is Electric Donkey and today we are back doing another No Man's Sky video. So if you remember in the last video we started to make a kind of beam that's in No Man's Sky. Now, you know, it worked, it looks pretty, it looks alright. I mean, it doesn't look amazing. But kind of none of this looks amazing. But the gist of it is to show you what it would look like. Now, to make it look a little bit better, in this video we're going to be adding some particles. So, particles are interesting. There's several different ways of doing it. The way I like to do it, and the way that I've learnt to do it, is to actually make a script for each individual particle. So the one we're going to be making today is a rather simple one that I always like to use or start from, which is a spark particle. I believe this was originally Heartbeast's one, but I kind of just took it on and wrote it as my own little particle because I like it. It's a very nice, easy to use particle. So basically we've got script part stands for particle, spark, because that's what it's called, init, and init stands for initialize. Okay, so we're going to first of all set the variable up for the particle. It's going to be pt spark. Then we're going to create it like that. Pretty simple. Our pt is just to shorten it up, equals global.pt spark, so we don't have to type it out every time. Now we're going to set up a few variables for this particle. So we're going to change the shape of it to equal pt shape flare. Now you could do several other ones. There's loads of different ones, and in fact you can go like that and it shows you what they all look like. We're going to be using, I think it's flare. I'm not sure how this will look, by the way. It may look absolutely atrocious, but as I say, it's a nice easy one to start with, and you can change things around with. So then we're going to change the size to make it this stuff, so it's going to be 0.05, 0.2, 0.00. Just sets things up. Basically, the first one is the minimum size, the maximum size, the size increment, and the size wiggle. Basically it's a whole load of nonsense. You can just mess around and play around with it. This bit's in American, so it won't come up, but basically we're just setting the colours. So we're setting C white and C yellow. In fact, we're going to change that to blue because we want our particle, in this case, to be blue. We're going to change the speed to 1300. Again, it's just some numbers. Then we're going to do the direction. Basically, we're just going to say all directions. And then 00. You kind of get the idea. Basically, we've got a minimum, a maximum, and then we've just put 00 for the last two. Okay, then we're doing blend. By the way, this is kind of how you set up a particle. Basically, that's saying whether it blends up. It's not anything too complicated, really. It just makes it look slightly different, and you can just mess around with it. The life is how long a particle lasts. For this, it doesn't really matter because we're going to have it lasting forever, but we'll see what that looks like. And then the alpha is just how bright it is. Really? Alpha 2. Okay, so this is the gist of how we set up a particle. You can go ahead and copy this down if you want, do whatever. But the basics of it, it's just here. Basically, this is how you set up a particle. This is everything you could do with a particle, but this is a basic particle. This is a basic spark particle. Okay, so how are we going to use this now? Well, we're going to go into our player where we start mining, and where it says the count is going to increase. In fact, before we do this, we need to set in the create event, we need to initialize the particle. So by that, we just do that. That sets everything in here up, and it creates a thing called global.pt spark. Now, how we're going to call this is by using a little function. Now, in my case, I'm using it as a pet, and how we do this is like that. So when we are mining, when the count is going up, so when we are mining, we're going to create the particles. Now this takes in loads and loads of different arguments. The first thing we need is a index of the particle system, which I don't think we've set up yet. So let me just see whether we've set this up. We set it up. Won't be in that one. I mean, the way we set it up is just like this. We just go. I'm gonna use PS global.ps equals like that. So let me just try this and see. Basically, in here we're just gonna say global.ps x, so it's gonna be mouse. Well, yeah, we'll do it as mouse x at the moment. We'll make it along the line later. We just want to see what these particles look like. Part type equals global.pt spark. Number equals just 1, I guess, for the time being. In fact, we'll do 100 just to make it visible. So let's see whether it chucks up an issue, whether it chucks up an error. May do. Okay, oh no, we had something come up there in the compile. Particle system does not exist. Okie dokie. So let me actually have a look through here and see what we have. See if anywhere we've actually set up this. It's not there. Ah, here it is. Okay, well, yeah, we need an object, a separate object for this. So we're going to make an object, we're going to call that object PS. We're going to make a create event, and then in the create event, basically just write this out. Okay, so we're going to say global.ps equals part system create part system depth global.ps minus 100 sets the depth for it, and then we don't have to do this because we don't really need it for the moment. We do, however, we don't need it, we've put it in the object player instead. We do, however, though, need the game end. In here we need to destroy the particle system, otherwise it could cause lags and all sorts. So part type destroy, this is just going to destroy the spark initially, and then we're going to just destroy the whole system. Like that. Okay, so now if we run that, we should get it working. It should work again. Doesn't exist. Still doesn't exist. Okay, first let's try and get rid of these zeros, because these zeros are really annoying me. Wherever they have been. The index of the particle. Ah, we haven't put it in the room, have we? That's stupid. We need to put the object PS in there. Something for particle system. So, yep, there you can see we have a rather weird looking particle. It actually looks pretty cool, I'd say. Now the goal is to make that running all the way along our little line down there. Okay, so first let me try and just try and get rid of this debug message. There it is. Okay, but anyway guys, that has been the Demo Sky video for this week. If you like the video, remember to like, subscribe, or just do what you guys want to do, and in the next one we will start to make the line look a little bit nicer with those particles that we've made. Kind of just in a little particles tutorial there, but we'll make that a little bit more specific to the game in the next video. But for the time being guys, that's going to be it for this video. Like, subscribe, do what you guys want to do, and I will talk to you in the next one.